So you're expected to use those terms when answering questions. So learn them, be confident in them. Okay, the next thing you need to know are the reasons for statutory interpretation. So essentially, the reasons why we may actually need to interpret statutes um, and interpret acts. So I already mentioned some of them, like if there's a mistake, if an act is not clear, if there's a gap, if there's a contradiction, all of these reasons might be valid reasons for a judge to have to actually take the act and develop new common law and a new precedent by reading and trying to interpret what Parliament's intentions were when they crafted it. Um, so, one of those reasons is problems that occur during drafting, and the other is problems that occur during application. So, problems that occur during drafting are probably the most common because think about an act is a very, very long piece of law. I don't know if you've ever read an act, but it can be hundreds of pages long. It goes through a rigorous process when it's being drafted, and it's very common for there to be a mistake or inadequacy or circumstances that Parliament did not think about. So, be able to give some examples. Some examples are literal mistakes. If future circumstances were not taken into account. So just like the Brislin case we looked at, where it was the other like services, they couldn't predict what future technological developments may look like. It might not be clearly expressed what should happen if a law is breached or under certain circumstances. There might be inconsistent use of wording, and it may not cover new technology. Just some examples. Okay, now problems that occur during application include things like if the act or statute is way too broad and doesn't clearly define everything that might happen, if it is already slightly out of date and that's why it's difficult to apply it, if words are ambiguous, meaning unclear, or have contradictory meanings, if the act has gaps, which the court needs to fill, so circumstances that were not considered when drafting the act, and the even the idea that the meaning of the words can change over time. So language, as language progresses, if an act has been around for a long time, that same word may mean something else or something slightly different.